Um, Honestly, I don't think there's really a finish line for feature engineering. I think you should be doing it throughout your project. Like, I think you should be doing it as soon as you get the data, right? Like, I think of like here's the progression that I would see for your question, Rohan, right? So you know what stakeholder group you're going to work with. They give you some initial data to look at, right? 9 times out of 10, that data is going to have some timestamp associated with it, right? I mean, everybody needs to know when X happened, right? And it doesn't matter what X is. It could be a sale, it could be a click, it could be anything, right? You're going to have timestamps, right? So right there, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to expand the, or rather you should be doing, is you're going to expand the timestamp, right? What month was it? What quarter was it? What was the day of the week? Was it a weekend? Was it a weekday? Was it AM? Was it PM? You want to know all those things, right? And that's feature engineering, right? So you're going to do that. And now, and by the way, I'm just using time as an example. You should be doing it with as many columns as you can, right? So now you're adding to those features, right? Which is good. You want that wide data set. And then you're going to go into EDA, right? And then, as I said, you could go ahead and say, here's an interactive dashboard for you, my stakeholder, to play with, right? And that's going to give you more insights. And in that process, they're going to ask you questions where you might need more features, right? You might need to break that out features. You might need to break that out. So like, for example, if we're talking about, again, we're talking about this timestamp and you do that initial feature engineering, they might come back and say, yeah, an hourly view is great, but what we really need is a per minute view. I need to know what's happening on a per minute basis. Okay, well now you go back and you break things out for like a per minute thing. Maybe you break it out to 10-second increments or whatever the case may be, right? Or 10-minute increments, right? So there shouldn't be a finish line to feature engineering, right? You should kind of always be ready to do that based on your stakeholder requests, right? So, kind of think about that, how there really is no end.